All right, welcome to the introduction to nouns. Okay, now you should have already watched the first lesson about the basic parts of an English sentence. Now, in this lesson, we're going to take one of those parts and I'm going to show you just exactly how detailed you can go with each of these parts. Okay, so first, what is a noun? A noun is just a person, place, or thing. All right. So if we take our example sentence, the dog runs down the street, to identify the nouns, all we have to ask ourselves is, what is a person, a place, or a thing? So if we look at this sentence, dog and street both fall under those categories. Okay. They are nouns. So in this sentence, we have two nouns, dog and street. Now, there are many different types of nouns, okay? For example, I said a noun can be a person. So they could be, some examples are fireman, bus driver, man. Those are nouns, okay? It could be a place, New York, America, okay? Outer space. Those are nouns. And things, cats, apples, desks, okay? There's many examples. And they don't have to be just physical things. They could be ideas like freedom, all right? So those are all examples of nouns. Now, in English, nouns can be singular, meaning just one, or plural, meaning more than one. Okay, so for example, if I have one apple, that noun is singular. Okay, but if I have more than one apple, if I have apples, it becomes plural. Okay, and that means I have to change the word. I can't just use the same word. So apple becomes apples. Okay, so we have a rule where we just add s to make it plural. Okay, but then some words, depending on the way they end, we have different rules on how to make them plural. Okay, so apple is one of the normal basic words. Okay, you just add s. But we have some words depending on the ending. Okay, like fox. Fox ends in an x. Okay, so we can't add just s. We have to add es. Okay, and other words like cherry ends in a y. Okay, we can't just add s. We actually have to drop the y and add ies. Okay, so there's different rules depending on the word on how to make a noun singular and how to make it plural. Okay, now in this course we don't go into depth about the rules. Okay, we'll do that in another course, but right now I just want you to realize that different words have different rules on how to make them plural, and I want you to know the difference between singular and plural nouns. All right? Now we also have different types of nouns. Okay? We have common nouns. These are just general things. Okay? So man, woman. Okay? Those are general. I'm not talking about a specific man or a specific woman. Okay? But then we have proper nouns. Proper nouns are when I'm using a specific name for that noun. Okay? So for example, a common noun was man, but a proper noun would be George Washington. He is a man, but he's a specific man. Okay? So that makes it a proper noun. Or Cleopatra. Okay? She is a woman, but she is a specific woman. She has a specific name. Okay? So she becomes a proper noun. And then we have another special type of noun called pronouns. Okay? Pronouns are words that we use to replace normal nouns. Okay? So for example, he is a pronoun we use to replace a man, okay? Or a proper noun that is a man, okay? So instead of saying George Washington, I could say he, okay? Or instead of saying Cleopatra, I could say she, okay? So pronouns are used to save time, okay? Or to make things easier when we're speaking or writing. Okay? Now, let's just take a look at some examples. Okay, the man walked to the store and met President Obama. Okay, now in this sentence we have some different types of nouns. Okay, let's see if we can find them. The first one would be man. Okay, the man is a person. That's a noun. Okay, the next one is store. Okay, it's a place or a thing depending on how you use it, but that's a noun. And the last one, President Obama. That's a noun. It's a person, but it's also, remember, a proper noun because it's a specific name. All right? Now, here's the next one. A turtle put his head through the fence. Okay? So, turtle is a thing, right? It's an animal, so it's a noun. Head is a thing, so it's a noun. And fence is a thing, so it's a noun. So once again, we've identified the nouns in this sentence. All right. So get used to doing this. This is going to help you for tests, for when you speak. Okay. It's just a good idea to recognize all the parts of an English sentence. Now, I'm going to let you guys try and do it on your own. So here are some sentences. I want you to pause this course and take some time and list the nouns that you see in each sentence. And when you're ready, start the lesson again and we will cover the answers. Here you go. All right. So I hope that was easy for you to do. Let's go over it and see if we can find all the nouns in these sentences. So the first one, a man has trees, rivers, a mountain has trees, rivers, and lakes. Okay, so in this sentence, the nouns are mountain, trees, rivers, lakes. All right, so you can see that most of this sentence is formed by nouns. Okay, and these other words we will cover eventually, but as you can see, the more we learn, the more we're able to identify every part of this sentence. Now, the next sentence. The woman sat on the bench next to the statue. Okay? So, the nouns in this sentence are woman, bench, and statue. All right? And the last one, he ran up the stairs to see his mom. He is a pronoun. It's that special type of noun. Stairs and mom are nouns. All right. So this is just an introduction to nouns. Okay. There's many special types of nouns, special rules, but we're going to cover that in a different course. This course again is just to give you the foundation, the groundwork that you need to be able to learn the more complex forms of English grammar. So I just want you with this lesson to really understand what a noun is, look at where they're placed in sentences, okay, and just the relation they have to other words. All right? So yeah, I'll see you on the next lesson.